This is one of the roughest pieces of land you could throw a robot lawnmower at. And after 6 months with a LUBA 2 all-wheel drive, I'm honestly shocked at what it's achieved. It's tackled ruts, rocks, weeds, and it's completely changed how I manage this outdoor space. This isn't a sponsored overview or quick unboxing. This is a long-term, real-world review of what this machine can actually do, the good, the bad, and they're surprisingly great. I first got the LUBA in September last year. I've used it all the way up to mid-December, paused for the winter and got it back out at the end of March. So whilst I've had it about 9 months, this is based on actual mowing use of 6 months across all kinds of conditions. First thing I think is good is the flexibility of the system. I originally had the charging base station right here, which meant it had to negotiate the drive before making it up onto the field. That has resulted in a slight battle scar just here where it jammed itself underneath the car. Lucky enough I was there, so this come in handy. At the beginning of this season, I was easily able to relocate the base station to here rather than over there. I was able to do that because the transformer is IP67 rated, which means it can handle being outside even in wet conditions. I actually reached out to LUBA support when I was originally thinking about moving it over here, about the transformer, and they was quick to respond. They gave me exactly the information that I needed, which is quite refreshing considering there's a couple of reviews out there that say that they're slow to respond or they don't get a response. I just haven't found that that's the case. Now let's talk about the lawn itself. This land used to be rough, overgrown agricultural ground. It was uneven, it's full of ruts and weed patches, but now it actually looks like a lawn. One of the problems with weeds is that they grow quicker than the grass. But now the weeds are under control, the grass is more even, and whilst we're just coming out of a pretty dry spring, it's holding up all right. I'm planning on overseeding this in the autumn and probably using a broadleaf herbicide just to finish the job. The biggest difference, it's consistent. The robot keeps everything trimmed down nicely and it's made a huge impact. But honestly, the biggest win for having a robot lawnmower is the time that it's freed up. Before this, mowing the land was a full day job, and by the time I finished that, I was pretty knackered and I couldn't do much else. And that meant other projects kept on moving down the list. Now I just push a button on my phone once or twice a week and it just gets on with it. No effort from me. Whilst it's out cutting the grass, I can be working on bigger, more meaningful tasks like shaping the land and working on other projects. It's not just a mower, it's a time multiplier. Let's talk about the cutting blades for a second. Each one has 2 cutting edges and I'm still on my original set. I'll bring the mower over now and you can see what they look like. They are on their second edge because I've already flipped them once.
The front wheel lifted. Working paused.
I definitely need to have a bit of a clean because these blades, they don't freely spin because they get all gunked up. This is the current cutting edge. You can see that is chipped. I'd say I probably changed it a little bit too early on the other edge. But even so, it looks like this, it's still cutting. Oh, I've got a crack there. Might need a new disc if that gets much worse. I'll show you why that's happening. Because I've still got these big bloody rocks. You can see where it's chipped out. So I need to find them and get rid of them. Something I'm disappointed in, and I think that they could definitely do better, is their choice of screws. It seems commonplace within the industry to use these types of screws, Phillips heads. I would like to see Torx head screws. These are like a machine screw, M4 probably. They've got step shoulder. Torx would be a million times better to actually use for this type of application, especially when it comes to removing them, because you can see it gets gunked up. It's going to be difficult for me to do that. I'll give these a quick clean before I set it off again. I would say you get roughly 3 months for each side, so you're looking at a set, maybe 6 months. You might be able to push a season out of one set.
Continue working.
One nice detail, I used a mower on a newly laid lawn about a month ago. It was perfect for that, no heavy wheels tearing up the roots, just a gentle clean cut over the surface, even with the blades in their current condition. The terrain I've got here is no joke. It's full of dumper truck ruts and uneven ground from when it was farmland and a construction site. If I drive my ride-on mower across it, you'll see how jarring and unstable it is. but the LUBA handles it incredibly well thanks to its articulated suspension. It just rolls over the patches without getting stuck, and it's done that day after day for months. I have had one small issue, and that's when it's docking for charging. There's been a couple of occasions where it hasn't been able to line up correctly with the charger. That's because of this stuff, dust. But I actually worked out, whilst it uses the positioning to actually get to here, for that last little bit where it reverses in, there's actually an infrared sensor here. And you can see at the moment it's dirty. So every now and then you need to give it a wipe, and then it can line up correctly with the one that's in there.
Start recharging. Start charging.
I still start every cut manually on the actual app. I haven't used the scheduling yet because I like to see what the weather's going to be like that particular day, or it may be even what the weeds are like in comparison to the grass. Saying that, it has brought itself back when it has rained, and I've used it at night without any problems as well. On its current settings, it takes about 16 hours to cut the main zone here, which is just under 4,000 square meters. It might sound like a long time, but once you set it, you just forget it. And then it just charges itself. I don't even need to worry about battery time or anything. And once it finishes charges, it just goes back to where it stops and carries on cutting. As far as object detection goes, the majority of the time I just use it on direct touch, which is this. I don't really use the camera or the ultrasonic sensors. I found that works best on my land because it stops any like false positives. So what do I think after 6 months of real world use? I think the LUBA's been a game changer. It's helped me transform a messy, overgrown patch of land into something that actually looks nice, a nice lawn. It keeps the weeds down, it saves me entire days of labour, and it lets me focus on the bigger picture of what I'm actually trying to build out here. For me, this isn't just a gadget, it's a tool. It's a serious tool that's central to how I maintain this space. Even though I've got a couple of niggles with it, this is actually one of the best things I own. Goes without saying, there is an affiliate link in the description if you're interested in one, but if you are interested in this one's little brother, I'll have one in the next month or so, and we can check out the differences. Make sure you subscribed. Ow.
The front wheel lifted. The robot tilted.
For me,
The robot tilted.